Hey there, I want to talk about our strategy on how we're going to get you to permanent weight loss. In the past, you've tried to lose weight before by forcing yourself to do things you really didn't particularly feel like doing, exercise, dieting, etc. My goal with you is to get you to a point where you feel like doing the things that everyone must do to live in a thin, healthy body. Now, the only way we can do that is by using the power of your brain. Because let's think about this. If I could just transplant a brain of someone that loves to exercise, loves to eat healthy, and they do it because they feel like doing it, if I could transplant that brain into your body, well, then you'd start acting the same way. So it isn't a matter of me giving you some program to follow and thinking that if we just follow this program long enough, it'll stick, it'll become a habit. But even people that are successful at sticking with it and fighting through it, using willpower long enough for it to stick and to get some results, most of those people eventually go back to where they were, gain the weight back again, not so much because the habit didn't stick, but because they never saw themselves as a new person. Meaning they still see themselves as a heavy person who just worked really hard to get thin, versus seeing themselves as a new, thin person. I'm reading a book right now by a plastic surgeon who found that in doing surgery on people, giving them a new nose or whatever that made them feel better, that they instantly got a new picture of who they were, a new self-worth. And a lot of these people went from struggling in their life, whatever it might be, maybe a D student to an A student, or a struggling salesperson to the top salesperson in the company, just simply by getting some sort of plastic surgery. So when they look in the mirror, they see a new person, they feel like a new person, and now they've redefined themselves as a new person. Your definition of who you believe you are controls everything that you believe you can do. And that's key. Until you get a new definition of you, you'll always tend to go back to the old you, who you define yourself as, because that's who you are. So these 9 things, these 9 key skills, these 9 key components that I've outlined, we must go through and understand these things to have the ability to be successful in our journey to permanent weight loss. So we're going to spend some time talking about our thinking, understanding how we think, understanding what motivates us, understanding the process of why we do what we do, some of the principles of laws of reinforcement. How are we reinforcing the behaviors we want and not reinforcing the behaviors that we don't want? All these things go together, give you the skills and the tools that you must have to be successful in your weight loss journey. So the last thing we want to do is just jump into some exercise program and some eating diet and try to get those results without getting those skills first, because starting the journey is going to be difficult. There's no doubt about it that trying to lose weight takes effort, and if you don't have the right mindset and understand your thinking and all those good things, all the 9 things that I've identified, it's going to be a struggle, and it's going to be unsuccessful, and it's going to be difficult to do. And remember, the first thing, the law of reinforcement, is if something's difficult to do, you're not going to want to keep doing it. So we got to make sure that what we're doing is comfortable, is fun, is enjoyable, and is reinforcing to us, so that we want to keep going down that road to success. So it's important to bear in mind that what we'll be doing in our first weeks together is learning the skills and tools that you'll need to be successful in your journey. And that's what makes this program and my teaching completely different from a lot of other things that you've probably tried in the past. So I'm looking forward to this journey. I'm looking forward to starting with these skills and techniques with you and understandings. And I know that what you're going to be finding out, you're going to be having aha moments. You're going to be like, this makes total sense to me. But not only, I want to also, a little idea just popped in my head, not only is this going to help you in weight loss, it's going to help you in other aspects of your life. When you understand your thinking, you become a better parent. When you understand your thinking, you become a better spouse, a better friend. You become better at everything. When you feel better about yourself, when you begin to hold yourself and want to do better things for yourself. You hold yourself to a higher standard. When you don't feel good about yourself, why go through all the effort to get to a thinner body when you don't even think you deserve it? So these are the key things that we have to address to be successful. The boundaries, the roadblocks that are in the way that must be either gone around or gone through or gone over for you to be successful permanently. This is Dave Erickson. Live by choice.